Hi, welcome. Today's video is going to be a different video for me. I was inspired by Kelly Gooch. Every month she puts together like a everyday makeup bag. So I decided I was going to try my hand at it. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and grab a drink or a snack. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Holly and I'm a lifestyle blogger, but here on YouTube, I stick to beauty, fashion, and self-care. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to have you in the family. But now we're going to jump into the video. So first off, I keep my makeup in this tin. It is like a vintage tea tin that I got off of like eBay like a million years ago. It is a little bit rough, but I like the aesthetic, so that's what I use. So now we're going to talk about some of the things that I used in September. Again, I'm not really a huge makeup person. It is hot here in September, so I kind of kept that in mind when I was thinking about the products I was going to use. And so let's start with like base products. So I had the MAC Face and Body, which is like one of my favorite foundations. It's very lightweight. It's actually what I'm wearing right now. It doesn't give a lot of coverage, but it also doesn't feel like you're wearing anything. For concealer, I had this new concealer from Milk. It's one of my favorites. If you've seen it in my favorite video, I was testing this out because it was a new product. I have a comprehensive review of Milk makeup on my blog. If you're interested, I can link that below. But yes, I use this. It is very emollient and very light and very brightening for under the eyes. Oh, I forgot to mention my primer. I use the Glow Screen from Supergoop on the days that I want to look super glowy. Otherwise, I just use my moisturizer as my primer. Okay, this was in my everyday makeup for September, and that is the Kosas. I don't know what this is called. Kosas. I don't know. It's their bronzer in the shade Light. I'm not very good with product names, but everything will be linked down below. I'm working on doing like a huge review of Kosas, and so I ordered this and tried it for September. More on that to come. Okay, I also had these two eyeshadows in my everyday makeup tin. I had the Super Bounce in Maple Pecan. It's from Ulta. And then I also had the, if I can get it open, the Space Cowboy from Urban Decay. I used both of these for the, like a one and done eyeshadow looks because that's my jam. And then for lip gloss, I had the Pat McGrath lip gloss in the shade Divine Rose. And then for my setting spray, I only have one setting spray, so it's the one that I use. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills a Dewy Set. I don't always use setting spray because a lot of times I'm not trying to make my makeup last forever. On days when I use the Fenty skin tint, I would use this to give it a little bit of a dewier finish. So now we're going to put stuff into the tin for October. When I put together a makeup bag or makeup tin for the month, I think a lot about the weather. Here in Oregon, where I live, the rainy season starts. So I have to think a little bit about makeup that's going to last through a lot of humidity, but not heat. And then I also need something that is going to be a little bit more fuller coverage, but not quite. Full coverage, so medium coverage. I need more coverage than the MAC Face and Body, essentially. And during the Sephora's foundation sale, I picked up this foundation from Dior. It is the, hold on. It is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I picked it up in the shade 1N, but it looks really kind of orange. So I don't know if that's going to be a shade match. Just to compare it to the MAC Face and Body. Like, this is supposed to be neutral, but it doesn't look neutral in comparison to the MAC Face and Body. So we could run into some trouble. But I was going to test this and compare it to this, since they're called similar names. They might be the same. I don't know. You guys might know more about this. I'm pretty new to foundations, so I don't know very much about them. I was going to compare these two, see which one I liked the best. So both of these are going to be going into the makeup tin so that I can compare and contrast them. Of course, the Supergoop glow screen will also be going back in. For face, I'm actually going to go with the Fenty Cheeks Out bronzer in the shade Butter Biscuit. For bronzer, if I even choose to use it. I may not bronze at all in October. We'll see. And then for highlighter, if I choose to use it, or if I choose to forgo the Supergoop, then I will use the Say highlighter. I'm not even going to try to tell you the product names. I'm just going to link them down below because the writing is so small and I can't remember every single exact name of every product, but this is the Say highlighter, which I really like. I learned about this from Grace Atwood, and if you haven't picked this up, you totally should. For blush, I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty Nearly Neutral. Yes, Nearly Neutral, which looks like this. I'm sure you've seen this like a bazillion times before. Whenever I wear like a sheer foundation, I don't normally use blush because I have a natural flush to the skin. But if I wear something with more coverage, I obviously need to add some color back into my face or I just look super pale. And that's where this is going to come in. I've only, like, I don't know if you can see like how little I've used this. So I'm really wanting to put a dent into it. So it is the only blush that I'm going to be putting in the tin for the month. And then for lips, I have a super fancy lip product that I'm so excited for. It is the Westman Atelier in the shade Garçon. So this is what it looks like. You know, it's on in its fanciness. I will say I've already tried it and it's very similar to something I already own, which is sad for the fact that it was very expensive, but it does mean I know I already like it. So that is the shade of the Westman Atelier. Okay, now when it comes to eyeshadow, I'm actually going to put the this one back in, the Maple Pecan. And then another thing that I'm going to be doing this month is I'm going to be really trying to use one palette. I only own 4 or 5 different palettes, but this one has kind of been getting neglected and I think it'll be great for fall, and that is the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's just the perfect balance of like not too cool, you know, it's like kind of warm-esque. I don't do a lot of warm shades. I don't own the Modern Renaissance palette. Like that would be perfect for fall, but this is what I got. So I'm going to be using this anytime I have a desire to put on eyeshadow because I'm really wanting to get some pans on these. I've had it for a while and I don't have pan on any of them. In fact, I've barely used most of the shades. Okay, so that is my everyday makeup tin for October. Of course, if I get new products in, or if something else tickles my fancy, then I may use it. But for the most part, if I'm going to be wearing makeup, I'm going to be using the products from the tin. So there you go. If you like these kinds of videos, let me know. Do you use like an everyday makeup bag, or do you like to pull from things all the time? Leave a comment and let me know. And until next time, bye.